Okay. Right. Well, good afternoon. I wish. This boat is equipped with life-saving equipment for up to 500 people. Okay, we have life rings, life rafts, life jackets, all located around various points of the vessel. Okay, being licensed up to 500 people. We currently have 496 on board. So we're not quite at capacity. Now to the left is the HMS Belfast, heaviest of the lightweight cruise double-decker bus, right in the middle of these buildings. Where is he, Jack? Perhaps it is that we might get a red double-decker bus. Look, he woke up. Here he comes, look. See, we actually pay this bus driver to come across the bridge for us. So that's Steve going that way, Frank's going that way, and if you miss them, you get Bill as well. Look. So we look after you. Lots of red buses in London. You can always count on a red bus, just never.
Westminster Bridge and Clock Tower of Big Ben, as it is at the moment, Houses of Parliament. We did our courting on this when it used to ply across the Humber. No plaque. St Pancras Station. Poet John Betjeman.
Yes.
There we go. We had to do it.
Oh wait, yeah. So, which one's the one we're making? They say
Just hold this page as flats now.
Oh, good heavens, so they are. Good Lord. Oh, would you believe it?
There's one without any flats. Just the
Yes, just the circle. Good Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome on board. In a few minutes, more passengers will be joining us at Epsley International. Please make sure you're sitting in the correct seat. If you would like something to eat or drink, the bar buffet in coach 6 and 13 are now open. Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour et bienvenue à bord. Dans quelques minutes, des passagers vont nous rejoindre à Epsley.
Becker Straße.
The windows all. Yeah. Michael Jackson hung his
Brandenburg Gate.
that was
And this is mid-October. They're all in deck chairs.
Relationship to a democracy at the turn of the century. Its power increased with the First World War, and we can tell this. When we look at the facade and above the columns, you can read an inscription that says Dem deutschen Volke, or to the German people. And this was installed in 1916, and that is because in the summer of 1914, word was our boys will be back home for Christmas when the First World War broke out. And as you know, it took 4 Christmases for them to return, and millions would never return at all. What we have here, this is not a bicycle rack, but it is in fact a memorial that was installed in 1992, and it's dedicated to individual members of the parliament who were persecuted and murdered by Hitler and the National Socialists. What we have are the names, the year of birth, the year of death, indication of their fate, and an indication of their political affiliation. Most of the politicians that you will find here are communists and social democrats. You will find a few moderates, conservatives, and liberals. The reason why there's such a stronger weighting towards the political left is because if you were to put yourselves tactically into the shoes of the Hitler government, they were not that powerful to begin with, so their hold on power was far from secure. And the first and most urgent challenge to them was posed by the Social Democrats and Communists, who'd been fighting, literally fighting them, on the streets since their beginning in the 1920s. So they were the first ones sent to the concentration camps. Surrender.
The Holocaust Memorial.
And it consists of 2,711 concrete blocks spread out in a grid. You can see this is very geometric. But the floor is uneven and no 2 blocks are identical. And underneath it is a subterranean information center. This memorial was designed by a man called Peter Eisenman. Originally, he...
Good Lord. All that's left of the Berlin Wall.
Are in the Allied Museum. And the people in uniform are not US soldiers who forgot that the Cold War is over, but these are in fact actors paid to stand here. And so what I propose is just a short photo stop, and for this place looks nothing like it did before.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The replica checkpoint was the main building of the university, from where the books were taken and burnt.
So, the square, what you see first of all here is what is known colloquially as the Berlin Cathedral. But it is not a Catholic cathedral, it's a Protestant church, and it was the last burial and coronation church built by the Hohenzollern. And it was completed in 1905, and it was designed to resemble St. Peter's in the Vatican State, which tells you just about how modest Germany's last mission was. This is William II, a direct grandson of Queen Victoria, and he was also known as Kaiser Bill.
Yeah.
This was damaged in the Second World War and then restored to the public only 25 years ago. Now in the square we had the church today as the Old Museum. And this was designed by Berlin's iconic architect, Schinkel, who designed it in a neoclassic style, meant to resemble an ancient Greek building, for it would house the antiquities collection. It was completed in the 1820s and opened in 1830. Now,
Parking place. Okay. Okay, over there are the lifts. Station. There you can see now the horse is a copy of the Paris railway station from the first half of the 19th century. And then there are the rails. There was before small windows, and it was changed originally by the Maria Teresa from after the 7 years war, from 1754 up to 1775. Then inside was the fences. There are the Titans fighting together. Is a copy because origin was from the Platzer, very famous sculpture of the Baroque period, but it's reconstructed after the First World War by a Czech sculpture because that's not very good. Shalom. Then right inside this white building is the Archbishop Palace, and it was built by the Ferdinand II in the 30th war. We can say the beginning of the 17th century, and he gave. By one journalist. But what's there? There is a very St. John of the Moment. I know it's for a...
This is all solid silver.
This man left his life for the secret of the confession.
Entrance to the Charles Bridge in Prague.
It's only to be free, but it goes to something about Sloa, something Russia, something about they constituted military order. They was fighting money, it was going to Turkey, they paid for the prisoners, they was liberated. They gone was, I would say, some problem with the leg, there's some part inside. He was taking treatment of the leg of the lion. He was going with him like the dog. He was.
One, two, three, six. It's going to take 4 runs of this, isn't it? Yeah. So at the moment, dinner's supposed to be 7 o'clock. I just want to confirm it's
down
7.
there?
I think up here.
Oh right.
I believe up here.
Oh right.
Oh, right.
Where? Where's
Casa
dinner?
Rosa, I think.
Downstairs?
It must be
No,
up here.
up the top of the things.
Probably up here.
Flieg mal heute, ist ein bisschen brackig.
Like a fairground ride, isn't it? Ooh.
Ein kleinen, ja.
This is one of the synagogues in Prague, and on the walls are listed all the names of everyone from the ghetto here who died in the Holocaust. And guess what? John in a skull cap. It's 12.
The Stark story, we don't believe either.
Anyway, more or less. That is
Heroes Square,
and
Budapest.
We were 7 tribes officially, the ancient Hungarian tribes. In reality, we were 10 tribes because there were 3 ancient Turkish tribes following us from nowadays Turkey, where we had spent 500 years. So already when we arrived, 30% in our blood was Turkish and not Hungarian. And what is more, the mother of Stephen the Sin, the very, very Hungarian king, was Turkish. So he was agglutinative objects are neutral and so on. So here you can see only the 7 Roman Catholics didn't want
St. Stephen's Square
they said to the whole world, they were explaining that the globe
and St.
is
Stephen's
flat
Cathedral.
and, it doesn't move, and they burnt everybody who said that the globe is moving and is roundish. So officially, that symbol of the globe had to be called the apple of the country. The Roman Catholics didn't let us say that it is the symbol of the globe because the globe was flat. And there is the Hungarian cross on top of Stephen the Saint, because here we are outside of the church, so it is allowed to depict him as a
St. Matthias Church.
That is the coat of arms of King Matthias. That is the coat of arms of the Hunavi family, and on the top there is the portrait of King Matthias. The walls are painted in Art Nouveau style. We call this historical Art Nouveau style. The whole volume, that one only. That was a Romanesque style little church, and what is more, before our history, before 1000, there used to be a pagan temple as well. So the church was for the
The 3 patron saints of Hungary.
be possible to get suitable options in the legends, but the next sample is in But it disappears downstairs 140 stairs and be
Saint Stephen.
until 1240 until can you see the vein behind the Liberty Bridge? A vein on the shore. That is the
Hungarian Parliament.
Construct there anything, and then you keep this stops.
This is the Children's Railway in Budapest. drapes. Pardon? No.
Or a whistle.
No. Wobbling a bit side to side.
You've got a yellow flag.
Yeah.
That young man. Carriage and wagon. Terminus building.
Terminus. Yeah. It might be stopping here. I think it's stopping here.
Could be. Yes, that's just what it is.
This is Budapest East railway station. And there's John with the luggage. This is a rail holiday. This is the view from our bedroom window in our hotel at Nuremberg. No trains at the moment. And another one behind. This is one of the bombs dropped over Nuremberg. Nuremberg, wartime damage.
Yes, yeah. That's twice today.
So as you can see here, this cellar, the historical cellar, was rebuilt, was converted into offices. So they wanted to use these premises for offices for air raid protection commanders. And that's why the walls are plastered. You will see afterwards when we proceed, the cellars look different than here. Here you can...
Yes, that's right.
The old cellars.
We are now in the brewery of the Altstadthof. So today is Sunday, but on a normal day, you will see. Saturday. It's Saturday, yes. But actually, well, they are working and brewing here and working every day. So.
This is Cologne Cathedral, under some repairs. Famous brand of eau de Cologne from Cologne.
Four, 6, 2.
It's a big engine. Netherlands. Well, that was a surprise. Black smoke.